Mr. Witty, thank you for being here. And thanks for the conversations you and I've had prior to this. First, let me acknowledge, as I spoke, I'm a doc, as I spoke to doctors back home, the kind of worst case is passed, and many have said that it's resolved. So let me credit you for the hard work you've done. That does kind of present a different set of questions, please. One, you mentioned that United is waiving prior authorization, essentially, but Change handles lots of claims for other insurers. And as we know, sometimes prior auth is denied retroactively. So surgery will be approved, and then at a later point, it's unapproved, and the dollars are clawed back. Some of the docs say we don't know whether the shoe will drop in the future, whether it's a Cigna that will have a problem with the prior auth process, et cetera. To what degree has United worked with other insurers to address the uncertainty regarding prior authorization, and to what degree would United hold harmless the doc who is penalized, if you will, because of the damage done to the prior auth system through this from another insurer?
Senator Cassidy, thank you very much for the question, and I very much appreciated the time you've spared to talk through some of these issues with me, and I actually followed up after our last conversations on some of these. From a United Healthcare perspective, I'd like to confirm that when somebody applies for a prior authorization and it's granted, we never go back to contradict it. We never go back in time to change it if they've already acquired that. To your broader point, we are very, very supportive of efforts to modernize and enhance prior authorization in ways that can be much less burdensome on the system and much more effective in terms of ensuring patients get access to safe.
Yes, but as regards the other insurers in this particular process, if Change was an intermediary with Cigna, I keep using them because they come to mind, and there was an issue of prior auth, how will that be handled?
So in that situation, that would be a Cigna responsibility.
So has United reached out to Cigna to try and kind of, smooth it over kind of in this period in which changes, the ability of Change to provide that essential function has been brought down?
So thank you. I'm clearer with the question now. Let me reassure you that we've made clear that where people have acted in good faith during any outage, so, for example, a pharmaceutical was dispensed by a pharmacist without getting authorization. They thought that was okay. There was no system to check. We are honoring all of that.
Even if it's through Cigna?
We will cover that.
Then let me ask you, and this is a broader question and something for this committee to consider. In our conversations, and I gather on an earnings call, you pointed out that when asked about the breach, the cyber attack was paradoxically a validation of the size and scope of United's business practice. I've been told, Washington Post article, that 5% of U.S. GDP flows through United every day. Now, yes, but if you read somebody by Nicholas Taleb, he would say that the fact that you're so big and so dominant presents a special vulnerability. And that, yes, you have the deep pockets by which to address this, but the very fact that you're so big means it had a wide-ranging ripple effect that was outsized. And so I think for us, we would have to ask, is the dominant role of United too dominant because it's into everything, and messing up United messes up everybody?
Senator, thank you for the question. I think it's really important to be clear that the Change footprint and activity was exactly the same on the day it was attacked from before it was acquired by UnitedHealth Group. It didn't change because of UnitedHealth Group.
Yes, but if we try it, but I don't want to limit our imagination to just Change. If 5% of our nation's GDP goes through United every day, then is there something else that could be incurred upon United that would have even farther reaching effects?
So as we look across the whole of United, we continue to be, as always, focused on how we defend and protect the organization. We look to how we can upgrade organizations.
Yeah, but that's not my point. My point is the size of United become it's almost a too big to fail insurer. Because if it fails, it's going to bring down far more than it ordinarily would.
I don't believe it is, because actually, despite our size, for example, we own no hospitals in America. We do not own any drug manufacturers.
But don't I know that y'all own like some incredible percentage of physician practices now?
Actually, we employ less than 10,000 physicians. Hospitals across America employ 400,000 physicians. We contract and affiliate with a further 80,000 physicians who voluntarily choose to work alongside our Optum colleagues. So we're very proud of the physicians who work for us, but oftentimes I think people confuse the affiliated and contracted physicians with the employed physicians, where we employ less than 1% of doctors in America.
I'm out of time. Thank you. I yield.
Senator Cassidy.